to install a something level on something that's not level. I've got a piece of concrete here, and I'm actually needing to install it level, and it's a mile off level. If you have a look at the bubble here, you have to lift it up to get it level, and you see the gap I'm putting under there for that. So we have to raise up the feet underneath of this. I've got a paver in order to do it. The paver is too thick, so what I'm going to do is get a thinner paver and then possibly break it up and use it underneath. And I can use liquid nails to glue the pieces together. But my initial impression was to use this and put the whole pavers underneath just on this side, but it's too much. It lifts it up by about a centimetre and a half too much, so like 3/4 inch or something. So we're going to have to get a smaller paver, and then I can use liquid nails and glue them to the concrete and glue them together to make solid feet that aren't going to go anywhere, that are permanent, that are non-combustible. Obviously this is a gas heater, so I can't go putting wood under it. I've got to use stone or concrete. So I'm going to get some stone and do it that way. We're pushing into leveling the slab here, and I bought that paver to put underneath to lift it up, but it wasn't the right height. It didn't actually work. But as I was digging around, I had to get all of this tan bark out, and I actually found these old pavers. And what's actually going to work is if I lift up both sides. So I put the big grey paver under that side and the smaller paver under this side. Then have a look at this. When we put the level on the top, it's absolutely perfect, both ends. So that's a perfect little solution. I haven't quite got it right this direction yet, so we just need to lower that down. I've got one of those thicker pavers there, so it needs to go down. So maybe we'll come back to the grey paver under there, but we'll work it with all of the bits and pieces. And then I'm going to use construction adhesive. As I said, I'm not going to leave it dodgy and rickety or so if it gets kicked, and we'll glue them all in place, and this will be a very level, very fireproof, permanent installation. So there we go. I've put the other big paver underneath that foot, makes it nice and solid, and now measuring that way, we're level as well, and that way we're still level, so we're happy. That's how that will be installed. And because it'll be glued in place, I'll just square those up and tidy them up. That'll be all perfect and neat underneath. I didn't mention it when I was making this video because I didn't actually need to do it, but I also had with me my cut-off blade in my circular saw so that I could cut a paver to a certain thickness if I wanted, or cut it to length, and also an angle grinder. Those concrete pavers, you can dig out little holes in them where you're putting a foot of a heater or a foot of an appliance or something like that to lower the level and again level it. So I got lucky with this one then, that it came up absolutely perfect just using the thick and the thin pavers that the thin ones that I bought with me and the thick ones that turned up on site. So it all just worked out perfect and came up really solid. But also, if you're not lucky with those pavers or need to cut them, then a cut-off wheel, you can get cut-off wheels for stone and actually mount it into your circular saw blade, and then you can cut through the pavers. You can also slice them lengthways to make them whatever thickness that you like. And the other thing to keep in mind is with an angle grinder, you can actually just cut out a little section of the paver where the foot goes on the appliance or whatever it is that you're trying to get level, and alter the level that way. Good luck with your project.